Alright, how's it going? How's it going? Today is a very simple, simplistic video. And usually, if I do these types of videos, I would like to lay out some points. I would like to, get a list together and do this a little more properly. But this is off the top of my head. Because I feel like even if I make a list of things, I'm just going to deviate from it anyways, if I'm going to be honest with you. So, we're here to talk about Anime Last Stand. Because this is like dawn of the next day or whatever, 72 hours remain, Majora's Mask type stuff, right? Because they're gonna be updating pretty soon. It's Thursday, right? So like anywhere from like three to 4 days, they're gonna be updating, right? We're right here. So if I don't fall asleep mid recording, I'm very tired. If I don't fall asleep recording, I should put the what's it called? Oh boy. The picture up, right, for their announcement talking about, what they hope to see, or what we're going to see, and what we're going to experience in this next update, which, oh boy, if I can be honest with you, immediately, I am not about it. If I could just say that right now. And by that, listen. You have to stick with me. Stick with me. Okay? You have to stick with me, because we're going to be going through it all. So, maybe I shouldn't do this while I'm, summoning, but Ace is on banner, I need to try to get Ace or whatever. So Anime Last Stand, saying this is their biggest update since World 2. Now, listen. Maybe it's just me, right? Maybe it's just me because I'm not, I've played Ales for a long time. It's been well over a year. I've gone through all the eras, the peak era, the new era, the boring era, the slop era, I've been through it all. Okay, the only era I haven't been through is the Blam Spot era, which is when he owned the game, when he did everything. So I haven't been through that era. But not to say that I can't really, speak on this or whatever, right? Because this is all for the boss, right? So they're doing model changes, they're adding stuff, and from the sneaks that we have, they're adding a bunch of things, and it's gonna be good. Now, this is gonna be very simple, as I'm just going to read off what they said, right? We're just gonna read what they said. So, hello everyone, this announcement is to let you all know that for every day leading up to the brand new Godly update, I will be bringing you sneaks and game news piece by piece. We're officially moving into Update 81. Dude, Update 81 is crazy. Dude, I mean, it's generally wild to say, but that's just because this game updates weekly, right? So everything's an update, right? Every little thing is an update with this game. This is going to be Anime Last Stand's biggest update since World 2. I'm hoping to add difficulty to this update, not by scaling HP and values, which is, with these EZA updates, well, we'll get into that. But by introducing brand new mechanics that require the player to think on the spot and use temporary game resources given to the player. There'll be a brand new rarity. Oh, well, we'll get there. We'll get there with that. Brand new rarity. Oof. Coming to Anime Last Stand. I won't say too much this early, but just know it's very interesting. As you may have already known, Goku is going to be the next headliner along with other characters part of the Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Super Hero. Super Hero is, and Dragon Ball Super manga. So, I wonder why they don't include GT and Daima. But I'm guessing maybe it's just what they're releasing, right? So Goku is most likely going to be our brand new rarity. He's going to evolve into this rarity because they're putting everything on Goku, because Goku is him. When people think anime, Goku, right there. Listen, and I know you can say One Piece, yes. Bleach, yes. But listen, Goku, it's Goku, all right? We all know Goku. Everyone knows Goku. Your grandma knows Goku. Your dad knows Goku. Your freaking, 2-year-old cousin, that's still a toddler knows Goku. Probably not, but So So there's gonna be characters from Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Superhero is crazy, and the manga, which we already have Granola. So I mean, like in Anime Last Stand. So, and they're doing it. Boss is doing some like media event stuff, right, for content creators and everything, which is good. That's always great, right? And, like, you say what you want about the game and like the choices that are made and everything, but Boss is very generous. He does give back. He understands when he does stuff wrong. He always tries to improve. So I can't hate on the Boss. It would have been a crazy, but to kick in right there. No, we're not gonna. No. But in all seriousness, so I think, okay. So let's talk about what, this is going to be the biggest update since World 2. So if you weren't there for World 2, let me explain. So Anime Last Stand was going through, I don't want to say like a crazy power creep, but like you could tell that there wasn't anything in World 1 to challenge them anymore. And Boss having just semi-recently taken over Anime Last Stand, he wanted to kind of do it in his own way, right? Like, make the game his own and unique. So World 2 was a thing, which came right after, maybe like an update after, I don't know, but because I started playing during the summer event, the original summer event last year with Sid. You had to do that entire quest line through the summer event to get him, right? So it was like an update or two after the summer event where they were like, Anime Last Stand is about to go through crazy changes and it's gonna make this giant thing. Well, World 2 happened, which I think was amazing for the game. I think that was a great decision. Fantastic 10 out of 10 decision. It was a little rough in the beginning for like the first couple of weeks, but then as they like fixed stuff, improved on things, right? Because it was very hard to do things and the difficulty was actually insane. Like, the only way you could have it easy is to have Benimaru glitched, and he could help you like handle everything, because waves 1 through 3 when World 2 dropped were the hardest thing known to mankind. They were the hardest thing known to mankind. Why? Because no unit on placement was cheap and did enough damage to kill those units. Benimaru was the outlier there. And my friend got Benimaru and got him glitched. And so we would bug him all the time to be like, hey, can you do caverns with us? Can you do this with us? You got Benimaru. You can place him down and we'll be okay. We can beat the map, right? Even with there being like 2 or 3 of us. So scaling, it didn't matter. Benimaru was him. So World 2 was a great update. Now, if you've seen screenshots, if you play ALS, you know about these EZA, units, in recent time, right? Extreme boosting, as they call it. It's just EZA from Dokkan. So you know how crazy these units can get, right? They can do literally infinite damage, right? Like Makima, a few weeks ago, right? When she got EZA'd, you had a friend, you put 2 Makimas down, they literally do infinite damage. Even the new EZA units, extreme boost, whatever, now do quadrillions of damage. They do, 21,000 E, plus E to the 2,346 or whatever, they're doing crazy numbers, dude. Like, I don't know if it's ALS trying to, if Boss is trying to appease to new players, that are coming in. They want new players to be like, oh, look at big damage number. Yippee! Yeah, let's go crazy, right? Like, I don't think that's what he's realistically trying to do. I think it's just, I don't know. I just think somewhere they got lost in something, or I don't know. But they just got lost in something, and like the power creep is crazy. So do I think this new rarity, dude? I don't know what this new rarity is going to be, because we have godlies. So what goes above a godly? A last standian, a last. I don't know. I can't think of a name. Like generally, I mean, they'll probably come up with something cool, right? They came up with godlies, which are sick, and now everyone copies it in their own way, because everyone's like, oh, vanguards, right? Vanguard rarity, right? Which is their godlies. They got crusaders from Crusaders, So people are copying that. So what could this new rarity be? Boy, I don't know. Is it gonna be good? I hope so. I definitely hope so. But there's two things. Okay. So here's the thing that I want and I kind of hope for, but I don't know how they would do it. This is going to be in a general sense, depending on how this biggest update goes. Dude, maybe they're going to finally merge World 1 and World 2 together, right? No more... the lobby would probably be extremely that'd probably be impossible because the lobby would be so laggy with, like, all the NPCs and everything. So, like, I don't think they can do that. They'd be sick. I hate loading from World 1 to World 2. It's so annoying, bro. But, so, I don't know how this would be possible, but me, preference-wise, right? Like, this is just me spitting. This is just me saying things. As a preference-wise, I think this update needs to be... I don't know how they could do this, but it needs to be like a reset. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like, oh, everyone needs to be brought back to level 0 or like... I don't know, right? Like, oh, you lose all your units, clear everyone's data, we're going back to the beginning, right? Like, but it needs to be something similar to that. I don't think they could do it. And this is a big ask. This is a big like task. This is like something that would take the game down for like a year or something for them to do, right? Which would be like a reset, as in they need to take everyone right now, take their damage, massively lower it, right? We need to no more billions of damage, no more infinite damage, no plus E to the whatever type of damage, right? Like, it needs to be... It just needs to... Somehow, they have to do some sort of, like, a reset I would enjoy, and I think that would be good for the game. Some sort of a reset to kind of get the balancing back into the game, because there's no balancing in ALS. It is, you place down farm, place funny unit down, auto upgrade, you beat the stage, easy peasy. You know, they can't drop anything right now that like is realistically a challenge to the player unless they make a stage that is just so mechanically like crazy, where the stage, this boss, you know, like the Simon event, right? Like the boss is attacking you. It's like an Infinite-esque game mode, and the boss has got like 750 trillion, and you're just like slowly whittling him down. And, you know, there's even like some of the dungeons and survival modes where it's like the boss is going to attack and delete your units, stun him, you know, go interact with the stuff on the map to stop the boss from doing this attack or whatever. And it's just... Our characters do so much damage that they have to have a stage that does like 10 things that forces you to be active and watch the game to make it difficult, in air quotes. And they know this. You know that, like, I'm not gonna discredit the devs or the boss or anything. They know this problem. They know that they keep trying to make crazy updates to bring the people in to be #1, you know, TD game and go crazy and you know, and it kind of just, like I said, it got lost in the sauce a little bit somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it just, they kind of got a little too obsessed with it and went a little too crazy, and it's like, you know, they overdid it a couple times, and now it's like, oh, we can't really not do that because then people will be mad that, like, oh, if we don't make this extreme boost, you know, 20 times better, people are going to be mad, and we don't want that, and you know what I mean? So it's like they're trying to appease to the audience, but like they do want the game to be balanced to some aspect. So that's what I mean by like kind of like a reset, right? Like maybe change every character's like damage value and like just lower them to like nothing, you know, and try to get like some actual balancing going on. Because I don't know what this update is going to do. I don't know what they mean by temporary game resources given to the player. So it must be something in the stage maybe you can get, right, while you're playing the game, and it gives you something. It's like, oh, I can't even say this, but it's like AWTD. Oh, remember that game? I don't even know what that game is up to right now. I don't know if that game's still alive or if it's dead after their anniversary. Oof. which was terrible. But it's like AWTD, how their unique mechanics is kind of like, oh, the boss damages your base, which ALS can't do that because now everything has stocks, right? Like bases in all these games have stocks now, and there's no HP. But, you know, so like AWTD has that boss's attack, you have a base healer. You, on like, when you do like increased difficulties, like a nightmare mode or something, it's kind of like a rough reference, I apologize. They make you feed your units for stamina so they can keep attacking at like their normal SPA. And then if they don't get food, they either just don't attack or they attack like double the length of their SPA, right? So it's kind of like maybe stuff like that is what they're gonna go for. I'm not too sure. It's really hard to say. You know, am I excited for it? Yes, I will be playing this update. I'm genuinely excited for it because, well, one, Goku's probably going to be the new rarity. And listen, I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's kind of like my thing. I love it. It's great. You know, I play Dokkan. I play Legends. You know, I read Mangi. I play Fighters. I played Sparky. You know, look, I'm a Dragon Ball person. I love Dragon Ball. The only thing I haven't done is like Kakarot DLC. So this update for me, like, speaks to me a little more personally for being Dragon Ball related. But as a tower defense player and ALS's track record of things get broken, there's no balance, there's no limit for the ALS people. There's no limit on what they do and they just go for it. Kind of worries me. Not to say like, oh, the game's gonna die because this biggest update, you know, like, oh, everything's easy and whatever. People love these damage numbers. They love E to the, you know, whatever power. They love infinite. They love they love that. People eat it up, and it's fine. You know, that's fine. You know, I'm not gonna be mad. ALS, like every tower defense game, you know, needs to be unique. You know, so that way they can rise above. And ALS has always done something crazy and different, you know, when the time comes. So I'm not gonna say this update is gonna like ruin the game or nothing. That's not the direction I'm heading in. It's that I want this update to be so good that it actually makes me want to sit and play ALS again. Because I used to play ALS all the time, and recently, obviously within these few months, I just don't really play ALS. Like sometimes I play an update, sometimes I don't play an update, right? Like I stream ALS, you know, and I'll do like a couple extreme boosts and kind of just do like a little here and there. But like I don't really finish an update. I don't really fully play through an update unless it's a godly unit, which was Simon, right? That was the last time I actually played ALS. So I don't know. I really hope this is like that. That's just like I said. My personal hope is this is some sort of like a reset on the game. Not obviously saying like everyone's data wiping and, you know, whatever, everything we have is worthless. It's just kind of like it needs to be something that, like they said, is challenging to us, makes us think. So that way they can kind of get a little more balance in the game and release units. I'm sorry. Like Dokkan Battle. Dokkan Battle releases a really hard stage. What do? They release a unit that helps and beats that stage for you. You know, it helps you create a team to beat said stage. So that's kind of what I'm hoping ALS is heading towards too, where it's like they're going to release something really difficult where, you know, just because we have these big damage numbers, we can't beat it. But then they're going to have the units from the update kind of catered towards that event and help you beat it. So that way maybe like a couple units from the update, you can get like the big boy units, right? So like if they release a Moro, or no, let me not say that. Let me say like they release a, I don't know, dude. They release a Buhan, right? If they release a Buhan in the game, he may not be good for everything in the game, right? For like, you know, survival dungeon, whatever, like all the game modes. But let's say Buhan is catered for the specific event to help you beat it easier, which helps you get the new rarity Goku, so that way when you get the Goku, he helps you in everywhere, right? So 5 units from the update help you beat very difficult event, you know, and you get 2 or 3 units that help you in the whole entire game, right? I think that's okay. I think that's the direction they need to head. Something kind of like that, right? To have a little bit of balance, so that way it's not just I extreme boost 3 characters. I put 3 characters on my team. They do quadrillion damage. I beat everything in game. Easy peasy. I'm going to sleep. You know, macro time. Yeah, tiny task. Beep, 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 you know, like. So that's kind of the direction I hope it is in. It needs to be some sort of like a reset. I personally feel. I know I'm in the minority for when it comes to like that type of thinking. It's understandable, you know. But as someone who's played ALS over a year, I don't know. I guess I just kind of want ALS to mix it up a little bit, you know, kind of show us what they really can do when they like work hard and really think things through. Because ALS hasn't had the best track record with that, so you know, pushing out updates and working, you know, saying working overtime 2 days to get an update out for the weekend, you know, and maybe actually go back to legitimately bi-weekly updates, you know, not have an update fully ready to go, and then the next update is just an extreme boost update, right? So that's my thoughts. I don't want to make the video much longer than it is. It's already been extremely long, so yeah, let me know what you think ALS's big update is gonna be, you know, and I'll be there for it. I'm excited to see what it is and what they do with it, and if it ends in a if it goes up in flames, I don't know. We'll see. But I do genuinely believe in the boss, and I believe in his team. I think they'll get it done. They'll get it done, and they'll make it happen, and it'll be great. So, like the video, sub if you want. Kind of a random talky video. I apologize for that. You know, and it's not really structured. Just me shooting from the hip. So, kind of... This video is kind of a last minute thing I needed to do. So, alright. I'll catch you later.